Okay, so before I go on, I want to, so there's kind of a lot of routes in this server file, and so I want to clean things up a bit by moving some of these routes into their own separate file. So what I'm going to do is create a routes directory. Inside of here, I'm going to create a new file called session. It's going to have our session routes and user, which will have our user routes. Okay, and the way that this works is Express has a router built into Express. There's this router constructor. You can call it and create a router. And the router works basically the same, sort of the same way that you made routes with the app object, the Express app object. Let's see. Right. So I cut and oops. So I'm going to cut and paste this. So the router has get, post, all the routing methods that we've seen so far. And then I want to export this. Okay. Let's see. Let me also move these two. Okay. Okay. So I guess these were namespaced with the session this use session path in the URL. So I'm gonna get rid of this temporarily. You'll see in a bit how I get them back. Here, this /login and this /login are the same, and the signups are. So, sign up actually, that's probably with the user. Okay, so even though these two logins have the same route, this one is a get, this one is a post, so that's fine. Some of these dependencies, we need to add them into this file. User, also need let's see. I think that's it. So the way that we can use these routes is we require them into the server.js file. Say session. Okay, and then we can actually do an app.use, and so the app.use here actually takes two arguments. So this first argument is namespace. So anytime you have a route that matches /session, it'll go into these routes here, and then it'll try to match one of these routes. So actually, in order to get to any of these routes, the way it's set up currently, it would have to go to /session/login or /session/logout. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the user routes. Okay. So now again, since this first argument is /user, it's gonna match any URL that is at /user, and then so now it's basically so basically we can get rid of this part here, and it's the same thing. Okay. So I need the user in here. And I need the JWT. I need bcrypt. Okay, I think that's it. So, okay, so some of these routes we had initially started without a namespace, but now we are using a namespace. So, okay, so we have to fix some of these. Let's see. Session. Okay, so this one has to be user. /session. Okay, this looks pretty good for now. Let's go ahead and see if this all still works. Okay. Oops. Okay, just let's just ignore that. It's from another video. Okay. Want to log out. Go to the sign up page. Go to login page. Log in. Create a new user. Oops. Okay, so looks like everything's pretty much still working. And yeah, that's pretty much how you can do server-side route composition.